everyone. SEF Institute as an initiative takes the pleasure of sharing knowledge based on tourism. Today's video is slightly different from the previous videos. It shares a personal experience of road trip across some part of southern India. This video will highlight the experience of road trip for our viewers, which in turn might help them to plan their own travel stories. So let's embark into this beautiful journey, a road trip across southern India. What is road trip? Road trip is a lifestyle. Low cost can be self-controlled and flexible as per the individual capacity. Independent travel. Traveler has the choice of being independent and explore without any time restriction as set in group departures. Backpack. Road trip can be fun and easier when backpacking concept of carrying a backpack and keeping hands free is maintained. Long distance. It can be long distance based on individual planning and buffer period in case if you get stuck due to bad weather. Use of public transport. You can go for a public transport or opt for a self-driven car if friends join in. The budget can be split between the members. Like-minded people should be the part of the group. Inexpensive lodging. Depending on individual perspective, keeping security and budget in mind, you can go for an accommodation accordingly. Meeting locals. The best way to understand tourism is through culture, food, people. Being in midst the locals of the villages that you come across during your road trips help exploring interior villages and witnessing different culture and region. Now, why the trip? To experience the pleasure of driving, to cover the distance at the convenience of a self-driven vehicle, to cover cities as well as villages since the trip would be covered completely by road. This would allow opportunities to try local cuisine and culture. No fixed itinerary plan as you go in most cases. Flexible. Try and see offbeat places that are recommended by locals and are usually not part of regular itineraries. Why South India? Because you get to cover wildlife, rural as well as the coastal aspects in one go, and specifically when you're starting from Maharashtra and your neighboring state is Karnataka, then why not start from south? What was the primary target of this road trip? Experience a stay in a plantation, enjoy wildlife route via Annamalai Wildlife Conservatory, enjoy exotic coastal routes like Maravante, cross different state lines during the trip, exposing us to different cultures. Very fast, I would like to cover the places what we covered during this road trip. It was Mumbai. We started from Mumbai, entering Lonavala, Pune, Satara, Kolhapur. So this many cities in Maharashtra. Then we entered Karnataka. That was Belgaum, Dharwad, Hubli, Chitradurga, Mysore and Bandipur. This was Karnataka. Again, we entered Tamilnadu, that was Madumalai, Ooty, Kannur, Wellington. From Tamilnadu, there was a slight change in the plan which I'll share with you. We entered in Udupi, Kurg, Kushalnagar, Dubare, Bangalore, Karwar, again in Karnataka. And from Karwar, we entered Kolwa, that is again Goa, and Baga, Goa. We enjoyed Goa, and from Goa, we were back to Mumbai. That was via Belgaum again, entering Kolhapur. So this was the whole journey. You might have, very fast I just told about everything. But then I'll give you a brief that we departed from Mumbai and it was early morning at 5:30. That's the best time to drive if you're driving because you want to enjoy the morning race. You can, from Mumbai, if you move out, you'll be reaching Lonavala within 1.5 hours. Now, in Lonavala, Pune, Satara and Kolhapur, all these places give you a different experience. Lonavala is a hill station. You can enjoy a cup of cutting chai. Pune is known for misal. Satara is known for vada pav. And Kolhapur is known for its pandra rasa and tamra rasa. And just because you're not staying in any of these places, I would recommend you to try some of the food delicacies of these places. After crossing Kolhapur, which was like round about 3 o'clock, we reached Kolhapur. We had our lunch out there, and after moving from Kolhapur, we entered Belgaum and we continued driving from Belgaum, Dharwad, Hubli. Now, by the time we crossed Hubli and we entered Chitradurga, it was past 8 in the evening. So I would recommend you all to stay, overnight in Chitradurga. And Chitradurga, you will get lodges which will cost you 750 to 800 rupees per night. Next day morning, we had our breakfast and our journey towards Kunnur, that is Tamil Nadu, started via Mysore, crossing Bandipur National Park, which is in Karnataka. Now, as soon as you enter Tamil Nadu, you can see from one national park to another national park, you will be crossing the border, and from Bandipur National Park, the same national park continues in Tamil Nadu, but it is called as Madumalai National Park. And it's a very beautiful view. You can see elephants, and while you're driving, and you can see deers if you're lucky. And there's a small city in the Karnataka side, that is towards the Bandipur side. You can enjoy a cup of cappuccino out there. Now again, because we didn't want to drive in the evening, that is why we planned to move out and reach Kunnur, that is 24 kilometers away from Ooty. Ooty being a very crowded hill station, we avoided Ooty. We just passed Ooty and we wanted to go to Kunnur, as the highlight of this trip was enjoying a tea plantation. So we crossed Ooty, went to Kunnur, which is 24 kilometers away from Ooty, and we reached the property at 7:30. Relaxed in the evening, explored the Kunnur land of tea plantation. The next day in Ooty, we drove back to Ooty, and because I told you it's too crowded in Ooty, so you can just go for shopping or something. And but surely visit the Wellington town. It is a town in Nilgiris district, and it is in Tamil Nadu again, and it's known for Defence Service College. Here I enjoyed tasting shepherd's pie at 180-degree Macquarie. It is a heritage property giving a feel of British colony lineage. 2 days was more than enough for me to explore the plantation and Ooty a bit and Wellington. I moved out of Kunnur by 9 a.m. the next day, en route towards Madikeri, because I wanted to go to Coorg, taking the same route till Mysore and then diversion towards Madikeri. But unfortunately, your road trips can never be planned. So due to elephant crossing, the forest officers stopped us from taking the Madumalai and Bandipur National Park route. This is where the fun of road trip starts. Nothing goes as planned. We didn't plan entering Kerala, but because of this diversion, we had to take diversion and enter Kerala via Wayanad and pass through some interior rural villages in Kerala. Now the next destination, as I said, once we were crossing through Wayanad and we explored all the houses and we could see small villages, and it was a beautiful place to see. Sticking to the plan, finally we entered Udupi, stopped for lunch and continued driving towards Coorg. I wanted to avoid again late evening drives, therefore planned everyday journey accordingly and reached Coorg by 6:30. Here you can visit Raja Seat in Madikeri, and in Kushalnagar visit Namdroling Monastery. The monastery is a home to 5,000 lamas and monks and nuns. You must also visit Elephant Camp at Kushalnagar and indulge into activities like elephant rides near the banks of River Kaveri. If lucky, you can even see the elephants bathing their young ones. After a 2-day stay at Coorg, I checked out of Coorg via Mangalore and Dharwad, entering Goa. This was the longest at a stretch drive for 11 to 12 hours. Experience in this route was breathtaking. Coconut plantation, coffee plantation and Maravante coastal route, that is National Highway 66, runs next to the beach, and the Suparnika river flows on the other side of the road, creating a spectacular scenery that is considered the only one of its kind in India. Can you believe it? Crossing the small naval town Karwar, parallel driving by Tagore Beach, crossing borders from Karnataka to Goa. Finally entering Goa, Kolva. Beer shops, Goan people and seafood. Immediately you will experience the cultural difference from one state to another. Goa, I preferred visiting the Royal Enfield Garage Cafe in Baga. Goa has options that can spoil you to the core. So it's the traveler's choice what to do and what not to do in Goa. After 2 nights stay, I departed from Goa back to Bombay via Belgaum. This was a complete 12 days trip in a self-driven car, roughly spending 1 to 2 nights stay in each destination based on the hours of driving. Intention was to explore the destination thoroughly. I don't want to regret not exploring. I traveled to learn about my existence, how beautiful the world is, and I am certainly a part of this beautiful world. Open sky, cool breeze, deep forest, rich culture, and simplicity of rural people. Thank you. If you like this video, click on like button, share with your friends, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media, Instagram.